Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, April 14th, just the day before Easter weekend. I hope everyone's doing well. Just to mention again, next week there are no classes. We'll start up again on Monday, 25th of April after this class. So to start today, we're going to do a massage for the neck to help to release the neck. And what I want to mention is when we do this massage, we're just going to use our hands. We want to respect the curve of the neck. So we don't round, nor do we look up. We just find our natural curve of the neck. And all we'll be doing is taking our hands, going towards the cervical vertebra, just here, and pulling the tissues gently forward towards the throat. So to start, just rub your hands together to warm them up, okay? Rubbing together the fingers. And then you'll place your fingers, like I mentioned before, very close to the cervical vertebra. And you'll just gently pull the tissues forward. You're going to feel your head resist against the pulling of the tissues forward. And that's good. That's fine. So pull them forward gently. And you should feel, actually, this creates a really nice effect on our fascia. Keep going with that. Just going to mute us all so we don't have any background noise. Good. And what happens with this is the fascia gets released, it gets pulled and stretched, and a slide and glide happens with the fascia. So when we move our necks or when we're seated and we need to move our heads, it just feels a lot easier because we've brought more liquid and more slide and glide action into the fascia, okay? And this in general is very good for our necks, for the muscles in the neck, and it helps to reduce tension. So now you can bring your arms down, your hands down, feel like your shoulders are opening wide. And we'll just gently turn our head from side to side. And notice how you feel as you turn your head. Notice how you're feeling in the neck. Take deep breaths as you do this. And this, of course, is an exercise for our vestibular system, which is behind the ears. And it will keep us well connected through the nervous system and our sense of balance. Bring your head back to neutral, and let's lift and lower the head. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you lower. Now, these exercises may seem very simple, but there is a lot going on here as we do these gentle movements. We're giving information to our nervous system. Okay. Then bring your chin down to your chest and we'll do head rolls. We'll roll the head to the right. When we reach the right shoulder, we'll stop and change the direction. Roll to the left and we'll stop and we'll go again to the right and we stop and to the left. One more time each side. Let's roll to the right. And then to the left. Very gentle movements. Bring your chin back down to your chest and lift your head. Bring your head into a neutral position. And now we're going to do some more neck movements, a little bit more complicated. Lift your head, look up to your right, lifting the chin. And then bring the chin down to the left shoulder, look down to the left. And again, breathe in as you look up to the right. Breathe out as you look down to the left. Two more times. Breathing in and out. And once more. Turn your head back to neutral. Find that natural curvature in the neck again. And then we'll change directions. Look up to the left and then down to your right. Breathing in as you look up. And breathing out as you look down. Keep going with this. Feel the stretches in the neck. Feel the mobilization in the vertebra. One more time. and bring your head back to neutral. And let's take the hands again and just give 3 more pulls of the tissues forward, getting that curve in the neck. And you can do this exercise throughout your day. Once you are sitting at your computer, sometimes it's good just to do this, and it redresses the head, because we tend to have our necks pulled forward and our heads pulled forward as we're working. So doing this helps to bring the head and the neck back into a neutral position. Okay? Let's get up onto our hands and knees now, everyone. So on your mat, on your hands and knees, hands can be underneath the shoulders, knees can be underneath the hips. Taking a deep breath in, curl your spine, look skyward. And as you breathe out, pull the belly button in, tuck the hips under. Breathing in and curling, looking skyward, and breathing out, rounding. And again, we'll breathe in and curl. Breathe out and round. A few more times for these movements. Breathing in, curling. Breathing out, rounding. And once more, breathing in and curling. And let's breathe out and round. Coming back to a flat back. In this position, I want us to do a breathing exercise where we breathe in deeply, and as we breathe out, pull your belly button in without rounding the back. Pull the belly button in, pull the abdominal wall inwards, avoid rounding the back. And again, breathing in, release the belly, breathe out, pull the abdominal wall inwards as you breathe out. 5 more times, ladies. Breathe in, keep your head lifted. Breathe out, keep the head lifted, abdominal wall pulls inwards and upwards. 4 more. And as you do this, notice the control you must have over your abdominal wall as well as your breath. 3 more. Keep the head in a neutral position. Avoid rounding the spine. Keep it straight. 2 more. Keep your spine long at the same time. This really works the abdominal wall. It's super effective. 1 more. And open your knees. Gently sink backwards onto your heels. You could have your hands under your forehead or reach your arms out in front of you. And just relax for a moment, taking deep breaths. Feel that there's a stretching through the hips and the low back. Then lifting the chin, look forward and come up onto your hands and knees. Keep the hands farther forward than your shoulders. Bring the knees in about hip width. Let your spine curve a little bit so we get into the back body. And we'll bounce back and forth. This bouncing helps us to engage into the backs of the legs, the glutes, the low back, and the upper back. We'll lift our right knee, place the right foot onto the floor, reach your right hand out in front of you, and again, bounce back and forth. Gentle bounces, nice and easy. Bring the hand back down, stretch your right leg out to the side, toes pointing forward, and we bounce back and forth, getting the inner thigh to stretch as well. Then we'll bring the right knee back down underneath the right hip. Let's lift our left knee up, place the left foot down. Left hand reaches out in front, bounce back and forth. All these preparatory exercises can be so good for our joints, ladies. Don't hesitate to do these in the morning. After getting up out of bed, set your left hand down, stretch your left leg out to the side, toes pointing forward, bouncing back and forth. With time, our joints tend to get dry. So making these gentle movements can help to lubricate the joints. Bring the knees back down underneath the hips. And here, just tuck your toes under and raise the knees up off the floor. Toes stay tucked under, knees stay bent, hips lifted, and we'll bounce back and forth. Back and forth. The knees open wide as you bounce back. Taking deep, slow breaths. Good. Now open your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands back. Fingertips on the floor. Keep the hips pressing back. Keep your knees, avoid pushing forward with the knees. Keep the knees bending backwards. And we'll bounce here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Set your hands to your thighs, just above your knees, and bring your right shoulder forward. Look over your left shoulder. Coming back to center, we change. Left shoulder forward, look over the right. Back to center, change again. Right shoulder forward. Twisting. Yes, good. Back to center, left shoulder forward. Back to center, one more time each side. Right shoulder forward. Really get into a nice twist. Back to center, left shoulder. And back to center. Come all the way up to standing and step your feet in. Just here for a moment, close your eyes and notice the sensation at the front of your body and at the back of the body. For me, it's like I feel a little buzzing down my back body after having done these exercises. It's as if everything's woken up. Open your eyes and take big steps forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Your knees are soft. Your hips are slightly back. You don't want to over curve it, but you want to feel that, okay, my hips are slightly back. The rib cage is lifted and the shoulders are opening to the sides. Stretch your arms by your sides. Have the arms completely straight and bring your eyes to the horizon. This is going to be our perfect posture. One comment I want to make is make sure your knees aren't bent, like it looks like I'm in a little squat. You want to have your legs straight, but the knees are unlocked. It's just a slight bend in the knees. That's it. Okay, bring your hands now to your heart center. Now this part of the class, we're going to be doing cardio. We're going to be doing a sun salutation, modified, and with different postures around it. If at any point you feel winded and you need to slow down, you can, or you just take a break by coming and standing at the front edge of your mat. Let's go. Hands to the heart center. Deep breath in, raise the arms, stretch skyward. Good. Bend your knees and breathe out. Bring your hands to the floor. Step your feet back, coming into a plank position, everyone. Lift your head, look forward, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, lower your chest to the floor. Point your toes, lengthening out your legs. Let's rise to a little cobra. We bring our chest back down, push up onto the knees, tucking your toes, come to downward facing dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees and toes to the right and bounce, bringing your hips back. 3, 2, 1. Turn forward. Now you're going to raise the right leg. Knee is bent. Press it to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Swing your foot forward. Stepping your left foot forward as well. Get to the front edge of the mat. Knees bent. Hands to thighs. Lift the chest. That's it. If your low back is okay, you can raise your arms and you can press here. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up to standing. We'll do it again, nice and slow and easy. We're raising the heart rate gently. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in, rise. Folding forward, elbows come to knees and we step back to plank. Now remember the exercise we did where we pulled the belly flat. This is what you want to feel here as you hold. 3, 2, it was the breathing exercise when we pulled the belly in. 1, lower your knees, lower the chest. Point your toes, lengthen your legs, rise to a cobra. Bring your chest back down as you push back and either into down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees and toes to the left this time. And we bounce here. 3, 2, 1. Turn back forward. Lift your left foot up to the sky and we press it. 3, 2, 1. Swing your left foot forward, then the right. Coming forward to the front edge, knees bend, hands to thighs, get into the chair. Whether you have your hands staying on your thighs, you could bounce here 3 times, or arms up to the sky and we bounce. 3, 2, 1, all the way up to standing. Same thing, a little bit faster, hands to heart center. Let's go. Deep breath in, fold it forward. Stepping back to plank, hold it here, feel the abdominal wall coming up and against the low back. 3, 2, 1, knees come down, move down, coming up into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the right and bounce it. 3, 2, 1, right foot comes up towards the sky. Press it up. 3, 2, 1, swing forward. Coming to the front edge, hands to thighs into chair, and we bounce here. 3, 2, 1, up to standing, hands to heart center, going again, deep breath in. We fold, back into plank. Belly flattens against the back, hold it here. 3, 2, 1, knees come down, move down, point your toes, cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the left and bounce. 3, 2, 1, left foot comes up, press it up to the sky. 3, 2, 1, swing it forward. Into the chair, arms by your ears, bouncing here. 3, hang on to it, ladies. 2, 1, up to standing. 2 more rounds, hands to heart center. Let's go. Deep breath in. Breathing out and folding. Good. Step back to plank. Really tighten up that belly. Hold it. 3. Good. 2, 1. Well done. Move down and up into cobra. Good. Down dog or crouching cat. Oh my goodness. Turn the knees to the right and bounce. 3, 2, 1, good job. Now turn forward, raise the right leg, press it to the sky. 3, excellent. 2, 1, swing it forward, get into the chair. Perfect, ladies. Bounce it here. 3, 2, 1, all the way up to standing. Good, hands to heart center, keep it going. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathe out, fold yourself forward. Yes, step it back to a plank. Beautiful, flatten out the tummy and hold it here. 3, good. 2, 1, bring yourself down and moving into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Good. Turn it. Good, should be turned to the left. Bounce it. 3, 2, looking good, ladies. 1, turn it forward, lift your left foot, press it up. 3, 2, 1, swing it forward, get all the way to the front edge of the mat. Get into your chair and bounce. 3, 2, 1, up to standing, arms by your sides. All right, ladies, we're gonna add on to all of this. Hands to your heart center. Deep breath in, let's rise. Folding, stepping back to the plank. Now, from the plank, you can either lower your right knee, open up to the side, raising your left arm, or you spin with both feet. You get into side plank, hold it. 3, lift the hips, flatten the belly. 2, 1, hands come down, knees come down. Can you do 1 push-up? Just 1 push-up, down and up. Then all the way down, point your toes, rise to cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the right. Whoo, bouncing. 3, 2, 1. Turn them forward, raise the right foot, press it up. 3, 2, 1, now listen carefully, swing it halfway up your mat, walk your hands back, bring the hands to the front side and lift here. So the feet aren't very wide apart, hands are on the front side. Press your hips back like you're gonna sit on your left heel. Push down and up. Good, that's it, down and up. It's like a half squat, ladies. The back leg is just holding you in place. Down and up, use your hands if you need to. 2 more times. Last one, now push off the back foot, step it forward, step both feet forward, get into a squat and press here. 3, 2, 1, good job. Arms by your sides, hands to heart center. We go again. Deep breath in, folding forward, stepping back to plank. Either you bring your left knee down and you open to the right, or both feet, side plank. Keep the hips up. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down, knees come down. Can you do 1 push-up? All the way down, ladies. Point your toes to cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the left. Bounce here. 3, 2, 1. Turn your knees forward, lift your left foot, press it up. 3, 2, 1. Swing it halfway up the mat. Hands walk back to your front side. So you're in a very shortened lunge position. Stay here, hips go back to the right heel. Let's go. 5, 4, support yourself with your hands. 3, 2, 1. Lift your right foot, step it forward. Left foot forward, get into the squat. Bounce here. 3, 2, 1. Come to standing, arms by your sides. Woo! Getting hot. Hands to heart center. Let's go again. Deep breath in. 2 more rounds. Stepping back, plank. Bring your right knee down or spin out. Left arm comes up. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Knees come down. 1 push-up. All the way down. Cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the right. Bouncing. 3, 2, 1. Right foot up. Press it up. 3, 2, 1. Swinging halfway up the mat. Hands walk back, front side. Sink back. 5 times. 4, that's it. 3, it's like a 1-legged squat. 2, beautiful. 1, step your left foot forward, step your right foot forward, chair, and we sink. 3, 2, 1, all the way up to standing. Good, last round, ladies, stick with it. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in, folding it forward. Stepping back to the plank. Spin to your right, right arm up. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down, knees come down. 1 push-up. Why not? All the way down, point your toes, cobra. Down dog, crouching cat. Turn your knees to the left and we bounce. 3, 2, 1. Turn it back forward, left foot up, press it up. 3, 2, 1. Swing it halfway up the mat. Walk your hands back to the front thigh. Lifting the chest. We sink back, deep squat. 5 times. 4, almost there. 3, good job. 2, 1. Step forward, chair, 3 bounces. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to standing and release. Good job, ladies. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Raise both arms, grab a hold of your left wrist and stretch over to the right. Hold it here. Feel only your upper body moving. Lower body strong, legs stay strong, glutes are strong. Take some deep breaths here. Come back to center. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, just above the knees. Right shoulder forward, look over your left shoulder. Hold. We're lowering the heart rate step by step. Take your time. Back to center. Come up to standing. We change sides. Grab your right wrist. Lean over to your left. Lengthen out the waist. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the glutes strong and the legs strong. Holding here. Just feel the heart rate lowering gently, slowly, as we work the muscles and the fascia and the waist and upper back. Coming back to center, hands on the thighs, left shoulder forward this time. Look over your right shoulder. Deep breaths. Back to center and all the way up to standing. Come to the center of your mat and get into a position where you can see me, easily. Hands to your hips, feet at hip width, bend your knees gently. So when you bend your knees, be sure that the hips do not move forward, okay? We don't want this happening. When we bend our knees, we want the hips to go back a bit. It's like we're gonna sit in a chair, okay? This is a natural functional movement. Letting your hips go forward is not natural and functional. Letting the hips go back is natural and functional. So it's just a little bend, and we raise our right leg, cross the right leg over the left thigh. All right? From here, I want you to bring your arms out in front of you, clasp all the fingers except the index and the thumb, and you're going to twist to your right. Go as far as possible, but keep the legs pointing forward. So your hips don't move, it's the upper body. This is super powerful for the waist, the deep abdominal muscles, the obliques, which keep our waists tiny. They keep them strong as well, and it's really important for the low back, the oblique muscles. Come back, unwinding, hands to your hips. Bring the right foot down and stretch your left leg out to the side, okay? So the right leg was up. Now we stretch our left leg out. You should feel the left leg might be a little bit shaky or tired. Bring your arms out to the sides, palms face down, and raise your left leg. Avoid too much leaning to the side. So you should feel your side glute firing, okay? Hold this and see if you can breathe in, raise your arms. Breathe out, bring them back down to horizontal. Good. 2 more times. Breathe in. Beautiful, ladies. Super structural movement. 1 more time. Breathing in. That is beautiful. Well done. Bring the foot back down. Hands to your hips. Let's get that position again where the knees are slightly bent and hips go back a bit. Okay? Avoid letting your hips go forward. Bend your knees slightly, hips go back. Changing. Left leg over the right knee. The foot can be flexed. The knees and hips point forward. Clasp your hands together, except the index and the thumb. Yes. Now turn to your left this time. Only the upper body moving. Lower body stable. This also has an effect on the organs. As we're twisting, the organs slide and glide with each other. And it's like we're rinsing out the internal organs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Unwind. Bring your left foot down. Arms to the sides. Right foot out to the side. So it should feel good because the ankle and the stabilizer muscles were working in that position where we're on one leg. Lift your right leg. Lift the chest as well. Be sure you don't lean over as you lift the right leg. You keep it in the glute. Take a deep breath in, rise up. Breathe out, bring the arms down. Good, 2 more times. That's beautiful, ladies. Once more. Good job. Bring the foot down, hands to your hips. All right. This time, right leg, the foot is going to go on top of the thigh. So from the side, my knees bend, my hips go back a bit, right leg comes up, the foot is on top of the thigh, just above the knee. This time, bend both knees like you're going to sit down into a chair position, palms together, thumbs to the crown of the head. Lift your chin, lift your elbows, and look skyward. This is an excellent balancing challenge. Hold it here, hips back. Deep breaths and focus on that one point up at your ceiling. Staying focused and calm. Yes, one more deep breath in. And let's release. Bring the foot down. Whoo. Left leg now. Bring your knees slightly bent, hips back. Left foot on just above the right knee. Palms together. Thumbs to the crown of the head. Elbows point forward. Lift your chest. Sink your hips back. Infinity pose, this is called. And it's like we're becoming infinite. Lengthen your spine, make it even longer. Lengthen your belly as well. Keep your breath constant and flowing. One more deep breath in. Good job, ladies. Come on back down, release. Hands to your hips, tree pose. Right knee out to the side. You can be at the ankle, a little bit higher than the kneecap, or the inner thigh. Arms come up in a V position. This helps to release the neck and the shoulders. Lift your chin and stay here and breathe. Focus your eyes on one point. Stay calm. Allow your thoughts to focus along with your eyes. Good. Hands to your hips and lower the foot. In this position, what I like to do is think about like I have two lasers at my eyes, and I make laser focus on one point out in front of me, and I feel like my thoughts become laser focused as well. It makes us more performant in everything that we do. Let's bend our left knee, bring it out to the side. You can be at the ankle, a little bit higher than the kneecap, or the inner thigh. Raise your arms, raise your chest, focus your eyes on that one point. And like with the laser focus, you can focus your thoughts. Breathe deeply and stay calm. Lower your arms, hands to your hips. Nice. Bring the foot back down. Shake out. Good job. Let's come to the front edge of our mat, and we're going to move to the floor. Hands to your heart center. Deep breath in. Let's rise up. As we fold, elbows can come towards the knees, and then we step back to our plank position. Everyone in plank position, lift your chin. Open your shoulders wide. If it's too much, you can bring your knees down to hold, okay? But we do want to flatten out that belly. So just like in the exercise at the beginning of class, hold the belly up and in, but take breaths in and out through the chest. It's fine to breathe in and out through the chest from time to time. Open your right foot out to the side, then the left foot. Then bring your right foot in, and the left. Now we go with the left foot out. If you're on your knees, you can do it with your knees. Step it out, right out, and then left in, right in. Again with the right foot. Right, left, right, left. Last time with the left foot. Out, out, in, and in. Good job. Lower your knees, everyone. Lower the chest to the floor. Hands under the forehead. And let your hips move from side to side. Good job. We did it. Okay. From here, let's open the feet a little bit wider wider than the hips, toes pointed. Bring your elbows out to the sides into a cactus type position. We'll raise our head, chest, and arms and raise the legs as high as possible. Feel the glutes squeezing tight. Now, if you'd like to take it farther, touch your heels together and apart. Here we go. 10 and apart. 9, 8. If this hurts the back, just don't bring the heels together. You can keep them apart, or you can even lower the legs. Another 4 times. Last one. Head comes down. Bring your hands underneath your forehead and just relax. You can move your hips from side to side if you wish, just to completely let go. Good job. Nice. All right. Lift your head, chest, and shoulders again. This time, bending your knees, flex your feet, reach behind, and see if you can touch your heels. If you can, push your heels into your fingertips and lift the chest. Hold it here. If you don't grab the heels, it's no big deal. You just reach behind you and push your feet up to the sky. Taking deep, slow breaths. Feel as if you can open the chest forward, lengthening the spine, lengthen your neck as well. Lift up a little higher and come on down. Hands under the shoulders, push up onto the hands and knees. Good job. Right hand off the mat, left on top. Press your hips back. Coming back up, left hand off the mat, right on top, pressing the hips back. Okay, everyone. Back onto your mat. Bring your knees to one side and go on to one side, okay? In a position where you can see your device. Bring one arm underneath the head, the upper arm out in front of you. Stretch your top leg. Turn the toes down. So we're going to work a bit the glutes. I want you to raise the leg 10 times. Go up a little bit higher each time. You should feel that contraction, and it's like the one that we had when we were standing. So the side glutes are really going to help to keep the hip bone where it belongs in the hip socket without moving and rubbing against the cartilage, okay? It also helps a lot your knees, to keep your knees in a proper position with no matter what kind of movements you do. Okay, so you gotta keep your glutes strong. Keep the leg up, one arm still out in front of you. Be sure the toes are pointing diagonally downwards, and I want you to press with the heel, get higher. 10 times, 9. You should also feel a little bit in the lower back working here. Both are working together. Keep pressing. Think about that muscle getting stronger. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring that top leg down. Push up from the side. Take your top leg and cross it over the bottom leg. Woo, you should feel right away the stretch of exactly where we worked. If it's not good for the lower leg to be bent, you could stretch it out straight. We're going to grab a hold of that top leg that we just worked, and we will twist. Give your back a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a rinse. Turn your head, turn your shoulders. Deep breaths. And each time you can pulse just a little bit farther. Please don't go into any pain or discomfort, but maybe you can open even farther. One more, little pulse. And we release. Uncross your legs. Now, you've worked one side. You've got to switch now to go to the opposite side. If you're facing me, you're stretching out on top of the leg you just worked. You're on top of it. Lower yourself down, bring your head onto your arm. Other arm out in front. Stretch your opposite leg. So it's the top leg now, and we haven't worked this one yet, okay? This is the one where we're going to work now the outer glute. Let's raise the leg, toes pointing diagonally downward. Raise it up 10 times. And again, look for the contraction. There's a strong, tight contraction in your gluteus medius. It's your side glute. And that side glute is so important to keep strong for your hips and your knees. Good. So 10 in total. We should do another 5, 4, 3. That's it. 2, 1. Hold the leg up. Okay. If you feel it burning, it means you're working, and this is good. This is good for you. So now we're going to press, push with the heel. Push. If you don't feel it burning yet, you need to lift the leg a little higher. Good. At least 10 of those presses. Ooh, it's like you're pushing the wall, getting stronger. Strong legs, ladies. That's where it's at. Another 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's the last one. Woo! Good. Bring the leg down. Ay, ay, ay. Lift up from the side. I don't know about you, but that was really on fire. Cross the leg over the other. The knee can stay bent, or you can straighten the lower leg, whatever's best for you. See if you can keep both hip bones on the floor. And now we'll grab the upper leg and we'll twist and look behind. Again, in the twist, you could pulse it a little bit farther, not going into any pain. But the focus here is that we're stretching that side glute, and it also works the IT band a bit here to stretch it out. Good, especially for walkers and runners. Keep breathing. Opening up a little bit more. Excellent. And let's unwind, uncross the legs, and we'll lie down now onto our backs. So get it onto the length of your mat. We'll roll down, walking your feet away from you, heels pressing into the floor, knees slightly bent. Place your hands down by your sides and lift your hips up, engaging nicely into the backs of the legs, glutes tight and strong. Feel like you're pulling your heels to your hips and hold. Deep breaths. If you want to go farther in this position, continue pulling your heels to your hips, and you'll raise your right heel and bring it back down. Then the left heel makes it really strong. Back down. And again, right heel. Woo! Back down. Left one. Ay, ay, ay. Good. One more time each side. Here's the last one. Good job, ladies. Bring your hips down. Whew. Step your feet in. Raise your hips up in a half bridge type pose. Okay? Lengthen out your belly. Feel like your belly is being pulled inwards, just as we do in the beginning of class. Lengthen out your neck and hold this position. So we've already worked a lot the glutes, okay? Now what I would suggest in this position is that we work a little bit our perineums. So what you want to do is contract your perineum so it feels like everything's closing off, lifting up towards the belly button as you breathe out. And then as you breathe in, there's no pushing, you just release. Begin by closing things up. Breathe out as you lift. And release 3 more times. Close everything up. Breathe out and lift. Release. 2 more. Close. Breathe out. Last one. Close, breathe out. Good job. Raise your arms over your head and lower the back 1 vertebra at a time. Ooh, la, 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 la. It should feel really good. Once the back is all the way down, stretch your legs onto the floor and lengthen by reaching your fingers behind you and pointing your toes strongly out beyond your legs. Feel everything getting long. One more deep breath in. And relax. Good. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Squeeze the knee up against the chest and make a big circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Flexing the foot, stretch the leg to the sky. Be sure you're keeping space between your low back and the floor. And pull the leg towards you if you need more of a stretch down the back of the leg. You don't have to go very far to find the stretch. Be sure there's still space between your back and the floor. Releasing, we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh, grab around both and pull them towards the chest. Yeah. Here again, if you keep space between your low back and the floor, you've got more of a stretch targeting the hip. Good. Left foot comes down. Let your knees fall to your left for a spinal twist. Right arm out to the side, look to your right hand. So you're getting the pectoral and the shoulder, the twist in the back and the obliques, the side glute all the way down to the knee. And you can also get the neck if you turn your head to the right. Raise your right arm up, roll to your left-hand side, grab hold of the right ankle, push the knee behind you. Yeah, keep the hips square and really get an opening through the front thigh. Deep breaths. Good, right knee to the shoulder and roll back onto your back. Both knees can come up to the chest and you can rock from side to side to massage the low back. Stretch your right leg onto the floor now. Keep your left knee and make a big circle with the foot. With those standing balancing postures, it can raise a little bit of tension in the foot and ankle. So let's let it go. Change the direction. Open your toes as you move the foot as well. Then we'll flex and straighten the left leg. Keeping curve in the low back. Check with your hand. Put your hand underneath. Is there curve there? You should keep that curve. That way we target the hamstring. Pull the leg towards you as far as is comfortable. Good, let's cross the left ankle over the right thigh, grab around both legs, pull them in. Again, keeping space between your low back and the floor. Deep breaths here. Bring your right foot down to the floor. Keep the legs crossed. Let your knees go to your right now. Left arm out to the side. Spinal twist. Nice. Let's roll all the way onto our right-hand side. Right arm under the head. Grab a hold of the left ankle. Push the knee back behind you and hold. Bring the left knee to the left shoulder. Roll gently onto your back. Again, both knees up to the chest, rock from side to side, massaging the low back. And then come to center, lift your head, nose between the knees, rounding out the spine completely. Gently lower your head to the floor. Let's bring the feet down. Take your hands and bring them in towards the vertebra again. And we'll just do one more time that neck massage. Pull the tissues forward very gently. It should feel super good. Gently pulling the tissues forward. 2 more times. And the last one. Turn your palms to the sky. Gently stretching one leg at a time onto your mat. Begin taking deep, slow breaths out of the tummy. So when you shift your breath from the chest to the tummy, you're shifting into a diaphragmatic breath, which is good for relaxation. And you can still be focused with the diaphragmatic breath. Calm, but focused. Begin relaxing your feet and your legs. Relax your hands and your arms. Relax the region from your hips to your shoulders, front, sides, and back. Relax the upper back and the neck. Allow your jaw to soften. And let's relax the cheeks, all the muscles around the mouth. Relax even your nose, muscles around the eyes, eyebrows, and forehead. And imagine relaxing even your hair. As if you're relaxing from head to toe. Imagine yourself just now in a garden. And all around you, colorful flowers are popping up and opening to the sun. Imagine that there are even flowers underneath you, and they lift you up off the ground and open and hold you up with their petals. Feel as if you've become completely light. Even your thoughts become light and easy. Bring your awareness back and begin taking some deep breaths in and out of the belly. And when you're ready, move your fingers and your toes, raising your arms up over your head, stretch from your fingers to your toes. And then gently lifting your knees to your chest, squeeze the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. Bringing your right arm to your right ear. Roll all the way to your right hand side, blinking your eyes a few times and set your hands down, lifting up from the side. Come to a seated position. Good. And let's rub our hands together, everybody. Bring your hands over your face as if you're washing your face clean. Gently tap around the eyes, around the cheeks. You can do the forehead, over the jaw, even over the throat. Shake out. Do that one more time. Rub your hands together. Washing the face clean. Tap around. And then at the end, take your hands at your neck and just do one more, pulling the tissues forward. Feels so good. Hands at your heart center. Fantastic. Happy Easter, everyone, and see you in a week's time. Namaste. All the best.